Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Everly Junior. Welcome, Karibu Sana. I'm happy to be here, even though I'm having a bit of a cold, so don't worry if my voice sounds weird. So I'm actually in the place that I always talk about. It's called Flamingo Naksuit. It's in Malindi, so it's a 2-bedroom Airbnb. So if you want to book an Airbnb, I'll put the link on the description, and then you can be able to check it out and see whether you can be able to come to Malindi, because it's amazing. It has amazing, everything fully furnished. It has a swimming pool, it has everything, so you'll be able to see what we're offering, and then you'll be able to book via Airbnb. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm happy to be here. So the topic of today is when to know that your partner has checked out mentally. So checking out means that you feel like you cannot go on with the relationship. Like when you feel like you're done, you're basically done with the relationship, but you can't really end it, and you don't want to maybe to disappoint your partner. Maybe you don't want you're not courageous enough to call it quits. So you're there, you're just wondering what to do or what to say to your partner. So that's what checking out means. So I came up with a few points on when to see that your partner has checked out on you, because sometimes the signs are subtle. You might miss out on them and then be like, oh, I wish I knew later on, after wasting a lot of time, after suffering for a lot of time. So it's always good to be able to check, to be able to see the signs that your partner has checked out mentally from the relationship. So number one, they don't prioritize you anymore. So most of it's good for a partner to be able to prioritize you, because that shows that they care about you and that you have a special place in their hearts. So if they no longer prioritize you, and I know life can get busy, can get hectic, but if you're really in love with someone, they're the first person you want to share your good news with. They're the first person you want to share even your bad news with. They're the first person, probably when something happens, they're like your emergency contact. Like they know everything, they want to know with everything. But whenever you find that you're always the last to find out things, you don't even know what your partner is going to do. Probably they've even gotten a promotion at their workplace, but you don't even know it, and you never get to hear it from them. You get to even find out on maybe social media or from other friends. They're like, what, he didn't tell you, he didn't tell you. So you're very shocked, like, you don't know a lot of things, that you're not a priority. On their birthday, they don't even invite you, imagine. So you just find yourself like missing out on so many things. So whenever you find that your partner is no longer prioritizing you, then that is a sign that they've checked out of the relationship. Then the other sign is that the communication is less or non-existent. So when you find that a relationship is less, before she used to call you a number of times. They would call you throughout the day, in the morning, how are you? They'd call you pet names. Hey baby, how are you? How are you doing? Hey beautiful, hey handsome, how are you doing? They just give you that, a reassurance that you're in a relationship with them. But they no longer do that. They no longer communicate. It's non-existent. Sometimes you find that you can even go for days or even weeks without them communicating. And it's like whenever you reach out to them, it's like you're forcing them to communicate with you. Maybe you text them on WhatsApp. They text so long, or they blue tick you. Or they just ghost you, they don't communicate back, they leave you on red. You text them, they don't text you back, or text back after so many days, so the communication is like non-existent. So that should tell you that this person has checked out. It's no longer the way it used to be before. Before you talk for hours, especially when you guys used to, in the beginning, like you talk for hours until even the phone would run out of battery, of charge. You just communicate and communicate. So that's a sign that it could be that your partner has checked out. Then the other point is also you can feel the disconnect. Sometimes you don't need to be told. Sometimes the writing's on the wall. You can just feel the disconnect whenever you're talking to this person. Even when you call them, they're like, hello, yeah, hi. They're so flat, they're so disconnected from you. You can just feel like they're not even there. It's like they just want to get it done with, and just until you just feel so awkward. Even when you're talking to them, you just want to be like, okay, let me just leave you, because I feel like you're not appreciating my presence. So you just feel the disconnect. You can just feel it in your gut that this person no longer desires a relationship with you, and they've checked out on you. Then the other point is also they don't initiate things such as dates or calls. So usually maybe that person used to initiate, especially I'm speaking from a woman's perspective with a guy. Maybe they used to initiate dates. They would ask you, "Can I see you?" Or even after a date, or even during that day, they'll tell you, "Can I see you again? When can I see you again?" They'll always initiate a date. They'll always want to see you. They'll always be excited to just see you again and again and again. They'll always initiate calls. But now you're finding it either that you're the one who's initiating, and maybe they stand you up, they don't show up, or maybe you're the one initiating the calls, and then they don't even bother to call you, don't bother to just check up on you once in a while. It's always you initiating, and you find that even it's getting, you feel like you're bothering this person, you feel like you're no longer maybe wanted by this person. And even vice versa, it can happen with women. Maybe you are a man, and you really, this person also, because it's give and take sometimes when you're in, especially when you're in a relationship, like you would want also your better half to also communicate. So you find that the woman has checked out, they're not even replying to your messages, they're not even, they just don't bother with you. It's like you're just there, like you're just non-existent to them. So that is a sign that the partner has checked out. Then the other point is also they act like being around you is a chore. So mainly they act like, you're just exhausting to be around. They're just tired. You find maybe body language never lies. If you're really keen and you observe someone's energy, someone's body language, you can be able to see that this person is not into me, and you need to be honest with yourself. So you'll find them even yawning. They can be yawning in your presence. They're just so bored with you. They're distracted. They're on their phones. They're not bothered with you. Whenever you go on a date, they don't even pull out a chair. Whenever you go somewhere, they're not even noticing you there. So they don't even pull chairs. They don't pull your chair. They don't even acknowledge your presence. They're on their phone. They're on social media. They're just checking out other women, or maybe if it's a woman checking out other men on, social media. They're not even giving you attention. Like even when you step out of maybe wherever you're going, they're just leaving you behind. They're just walking so fast. They're not acknowledging you. Then that's when you know that truly this person has checked out. So whenever they're around you, they're just tired. Then the other point is also he or she is nonchalant about resolving conflict. So you find this person doesn't even bother resolving any conflict. They're just like so flat. They're just like, whatever you tell them, we need to talk about this, they don't even care, because they're checked out, and they just they're looking for an excuse for it to end. So they don't even try to resolve conflict. So it's always good when you see someone really is trying to maybe talk to you, maybe come to a conclusion about a conflict that you have, and they're trying to just resolve it, and they're really fighting just to not to let you get away. So they always want to communicate. But if this person doesn't even care, they don't even want to resolve anything, that shows that they couldn't care less about the relationship, and it's almost like they're done with you. It's almost like they can't even waste their energy, because they're not even seeing the value of the relationship anymore. Then the other point is also he or she makes their own decisions without coming to you first. So they basically just make big decisions without informing you. Like, let's say I got a job in Jamaica. I'm going to Jamaica in 2 years. For 2 years. Oh my God. They don't even bother to tell you. They already accept the offer, and before you know it, they're packing, and you're like, okay. Or even they leave and call you wherever they are from. Maybe they're in Jamaica. They give you a video call. Oh my God, by the way, I didn't tell you I got a job. Imagine. And you're the first person to know, like, and you're the person that should be told first, and they're the person that should be like, okay, if you agree, and then you talk about maybe long distance, and then you can be able even to take them to the airport. You can be able to just tell them goodbye and all that. Like, you should be that important to someone. But whenever they do something like that, they don't even talk to you. They just make big decisions. They inform other people. The close friends even know more things about him than you do. Or you find out even from maybe their sister. Oh my God, he decided to sell the house or something. And you just there, you're shocked. You don't know so many things about this person. Then that shows that they no longer are connected to you. Then the point is that he or she focuses on the individual path. So I think that goes kind of hand in hand. So they always just focus on their individual paths. They're focused on sorry about my nails. They're always focused on individually, like my goals. They don't even include you. It's always I when I go to Jamaica, or when I go to India, or when I go to when I go to maybe some place nice, when I go to maybe a beach or something. Or it's always I. It's not like we or them not talking about your future. They're always talking about in the future. I think when I settle down, don't include you. Like you just find yourself, you're not in the picture. So it's a sign that this person has checked out and they don't see even you being in their future. Then the point is also they no longer make you feel special. So you no longer feel special since they always feel nonchalant around you. They don't have the energy to talk to you. They don't communicate. They don't even initiate dates. So you no longer feel special. You no longer feel like you're that amazing person in their life. You no longer feel like you're making any difference in their life. You feel like you're just there, just to pass time before they maybe meet another person and just let you go. So it always feels weird, and it always feels like even birthdays come and go. They don't even bother. They no longer make you feel good. Valentine is coming and maybe this person won't do anything and is not even planning on doing anything, even wishing you happy Valentine's. Imagine a simple text like happy Valentine's. Whew. Yeah. Then the other point is also they often criticize you or compare you to others. So they'll often criticize you, like, there's constructive criticism, which is good and can help you grow. And when you're corrected with love, and you can tell when someone is correcting you about something and they really are correcting you with love, and you'll be able to receive it. But when someone is criticizing you, all of a sudden, they used to love that maybe you look a certain way. Maybe they used to love that you have like a dimple on your cheek, and then now all of a sudden they're like, no, that dimple, I don't like it. Can you look at that girl? She doesn't have dimples. I like her dimples or better. Or maybe if you're a man, maybe you're shorter than the girl, and then maybe she's always pointing out how short you are, and that and then checking out maybe taller guys. So whenever they do something like that, then it shows that this person has checked out in the relationship. Then they stop making you, just a minute, they stop making an effort on their appearance to around you. So they just, basically when someone really likes you, they're always grooming themselves and they want to look their best around you. They always want to smell good around you. They always want to look good. And I know there are days when maybe some things have happened, maybe you're not feeling well and you just want to dress down, but still someone will just make a little effort, even if it's just to take a shower, just to be clean around you, to just look presentable around you. So when they no longer care, maybe they're just a mess around you, they just don't care because they're not trying to impress you. And it's like, they're just checked out and they don't care if you're impressed or not. It's your problem. So that could be a sign that that they're no longer into you. But also maybe you can also check if they're depressed. Things can happen and someone can be depressed. Maybe that's a valid point, but generally when someone just doesn't care about you, they don't really check on their appearance. Then the other point is also they forget important dates and details about you. So this person just doesn't care about your birthdays. They even forget. It's not like they just forget everything, and they don't care. Your birthday comes and goes, anniversaries come, you're like, babe, do you know when today is? And then they're like, no, what is it? And then it's our anniversary. They just don't know. They're just clueless. Maybe you're having an event, maybe you told them about it, like you're having a presentation at your workplace, and maybe it's a conference, and you had invited your partner and they don't show up, or they don't support you at all, and other people are supporting you, and something like that. So they don't remember important dates, they don't remember details about you. Maybe you had told them that you're allergic to, maybe say you're allergic to what? You can be allergic to what, I think. I don't know. Maybe you're allergic to peanuts, and then they buy a cake for you which has peanuts. So they forget details like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the points that I had for you today. And if you have any more points, kindly write them down in the comment section, and I'll be happy to just engage with you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you always for just being there for me. And I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So kindly subscribe if you haven't, and tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, bye.